ready. I have my prospecting time. Even if you don't want to do times, but say I'm going to make 10 calls on Tuesday. That's still good, right? Instead of the time, it takes 3 hours. I'd rather do it by dials myself. I actually do it by meetings. I always say, once I make one meeting, I'm done. I'm done. So however you want to slice it up for yourself. If I'm foot canvassing or cold calling on foot, if you like that word better, do I have it organized? Do I know where I'm going? Have I preempted that with some emails, right? Have I got my prospecting time scheduled? Do I have my binder full with leads? I'm your prospecting, I don't want to say manager because I'm not managing you, but partner. So I'm your prospecting partner, manager, assistant. I need your stats each week because I want to watch it grow. I need to prove it to him and the other people who are not outliers and want to jump in as much as the other folks. They're going to see him making 3 meetings from 1 meeting in 1 week and go, all right, we try this. Also good, right? So the individual successes will also help. Turn the page. I talked about Hoovers. You don't need to buy it because I have it for you. We talked about getting past the receptionist. Email signatures. I showed you how to do it, but if you're like, what'd she say? I wrote it down for you. Step-by-step Google alerts. I showed you. Then I actually, it looks like it's harder than it is in here, these 2 pages, but I wrote it down for you how to do it, which was very helpful. Then on page 69, I gave you the fact sheet on how to create folders and rules so you can have the Google alerts sent to the right place in your Outlook. If you don't put them in the folder, they'll come at you in your inbox, and then you can't find them again. It's a pain, because 6 days later. Delayed send, here's how to do that. Verify the email and find the company. Now verify the email you don't need so much because of Hunter. Crunchbase.com. Now Crunchbase.com will be interesting for you. It's hard to show it to you because you have to align it with a territory. So if I was to do it for myself, I could only show you New York City. You should sign up. It's free, and what it does is you do it for the Pittsburgh area, and it, excuse me, it tells you anyone who's been given funding. Come on, that's cool. Anyone who's given funding, how much funding, and when. Why I think that's angel funding, charitable funding, doesn't matter. Grants, because you could, and I have talk tracks for this, so you could go up and say, we work with, first I want to congratulate you on your fall funding. We work with many other startups, nonprofits, whatever they are, to help these funding dollars stretch as far as possible. Some of the times they want to build out new office spaces and put the right furniture in place. They certainly will need more office supplies and essentials, and we can help you do it most cost effectively. And I thought that if we can help stretch those funding dollars, we can help support your mission that way. What's the guy supposed to say to you? I'm not interested in that? Wow. Just saying, right? So it's just all about a little prep and a little knowledge, right? And so Crunchbase will serve you that way. Parishes Online, I showed it to you, there's the fact sheet. Google Ad Grant, sorry, I put it in the book already for you. There it is. So you can literally take this out and send it to them, and I also have the application for you. LinkedIn. We're not going to do everything in LinkedIn today. I understand that I'm trading on the last little time you're going to give me today, but everything's in here that we talked about, the privacy, the being able to sleuth, how to make recommendations, how to prospect through it, but we will get into that in depth once we start to enhance our meetings on a great level, right? Once we get the dialing for dollars piece down, then we can really get to it. There's some really cool things to do in prospecting. Then I wrote out here for you, what's it called? Cliff notes on every type of executive you want to meet with. You want to meet with facilities management or controller, VP of marketing, operation officer, president, or IT. I kind of feel like I covered it, right? Those are your point people. If you want to know what they do for a living, boom, right? Then these prospecting research forums are there because I'm going to show you how, once we get the vertical piece down, how to research a customer in 3 minutes and add content to the conversation. It doesn't take more than 3 minutes, right? That's when it gets good, right? The fact that I knew something about Bulldog when I called you, whether you know it or not, it showed you that I'm a higher level than somebody that was calling saying, let me tell you about me, right? And I do that in the pitch to get the meeting as well as in the meeting. And I'm going to show you how to do that and where to grab the information fast. Then